So tonight is the first of the Dog Point Winery Seminars series that we're doing this weekend. We're at Coriander Leaf, and we're looking at the launch of the 2010 Sauvignon Blanc from Dog Point, as well as a retrospective on the Chardonnays and the Pinots, as well as the Section 94. So I'll film a little bit more during the night of the two owners, Kevin and Ian and Ivan, when they're here, and hopefully have a listen to what they've got to say about the launch of the new vintages. Thanks very much.
Cool. For 18 months, and it's not inoculated. And we've both been in the industry a long time, and when we started our own label in 02, we wanted to have a bit of a point of difference. One of those is we hand pick. It's all our own estate. Very low cropping. It's run under an organic machine. But for us, hand picking molds have been involved very unusual. Some people don't think we're absolutely bonkers. They might be right. But we actually enjoy making wine that way because it's stylistically it's what we're trying to achieve. To have a wine that has a degree of finesse, has a degree of freshness, and we believe it'll age respectfully. And that's the influence, particularly of hand harvesting. So we haven't seen the menu tonight, but we were here 2 years ago, and the match was great. It's absolutely great and perfect. So enjoy the evening. James will pop up and say a few words about a couple of the other wines, and I'll carry on a bit later. But if you've got any questions, please ask. Thank you.
Thank you. I should just add what I thanks for coming along, of course. But apart from that, what I should say that Ivan and I decided we probably wouldn't say much at all tonight, and I was talking to a couple of people earlier on, see if we show. And so, if we're not saying enough, or if there's anything that you think we should say, I mean, we know all about what we do, so just let us know.
Can I ask one question?
And we'll try to tell the truth.
So just following up, is how does hand picking make it more distinctive? And what do you do in terms of hand picking that makes it more distinctive?
Easy comparison. You get 2 apples, bruise one, wait 2 hours, and then off the.
Okay. So the ones that just don't go on the right grade?
It's about the purity of the juice.
Okay, well, as long as you pay your...
I mean, if it's fair,
Oh, after a few glasses.
Thank God. So as long as you pay your next one.
most bastardized grape on the planet.
You were right.
Hey, before I do, I just wanted to make a comment because on the table here, a little bit of a few comments about 07, you know, what a great wine it was, and yet James said 08 was the better vintage. And you'll probably see the same with the Chardonnay. What we're trying to demonstrate here is how the wines will evolve. And you're just seeing a bit of secondary development. And what he meant by the 08, the Pinot 08, is it hasn't long been released really, and it's a very youthful wine. But if you had that wine in 3 or 4 years' time, we think it'd be a better wine then than the actual 07. And we're very pleased with the 07. And we're not that big. It'd be lovely to bring an 04 along and to demonstrate, just go back a few years. But with Chardonnay, we actually don't make a lot of it because it has had a bit of a bad name, if you like. And there's a reason for that, because there was a lot of Chardonnays that are a lot of stone fruit character, over oaked, a lot of that malolactic, you know, that butterscotch sort of character in the wines, and they weren't good. And we definitely didn't want to make a wine like that. You can see this wine's a lot of citrus, sort of grapefruit. And actually in the white wines, the 3 white wines you've tasted, you'll see that influence coming through. And that's the vineyard, that's the soils, that minerality that's there, also with the citrus and the grapefruit. And if there's a couple of things that we're paranoid about, is over-oaking a wine and over-extracting Pinot Noir. And over-extracting, I mean, with Pinot Noir, you leave it on the vine too long, and you get those overripe, pruny characters, or you overwork it in the winery and you get bitter tannins coming through. You need those nice, soft, ethereal type tannins. And with Chardonnay, it's the same in the sense you can actually leave it on the vine too long. You can be overripe, and in the winery you can pump it round. You can work the hell out. We're into sort of minimalistic handling. Bring it into the winery, put it in barrel straight away. It doesn't even go anywhere near a tank. All the solids are in the wine, and a little bit of a French term called batonnage. We give it a little bit of lees stirring just to freshen the yeast up. We leave it alone for 18 months. It actually goes through its secondary fermentation that's malolactic. So it's 100% malolactic, 15% new oak. So not too much new oak in there. We think it's quite well integrated. You can see that sort of in the 07. It's got that sort of nice sort of nutty, hazelnut sort of character starting to show through. So, I mean, Chardonnay, I think, is a resurgence coming. Certainly, all the travelling that we do is, I think, it's coming back into favour a little. And we know in New Zealand there's a few producers that are doing some really good things with Chardonnay. And we enjoy making the wine, and we're going to make a little bit more of it because the markets we're in have asked more of us to supply more of the wine. Not sure about Robert here.
Yeah, no, we're always interested.
So, I'm not trying to be critical here, but I think the Chardonnay should have been the other way around.
Yeah,
and the Pinot should have been
yeah.
with this. Yeah.
All right, thanks very
My
much.
thoughts.